Today, St. Paul police are still investigating a deadly shooting that shook the community.
They say that Kerry Kwok was killed in a cold-blooded and brazen shooting Wednesday in what appears to be a random attack. The suspect, 29-year-old Chantrell Murdock, was killed just hours later during a confrontation with St. Paul officers in Belle Plaine. They say he had a gun. As Reg Chapman reports, there were warning signs in Murdock's past that should have kept him away from guns.
This murder that took place in our city, which led us to be talking about this officer-involved shooting today, has all kinds of hallmarks and flags that I think are going to come out in the coming days.
The leader of St. Paul Police says these red flags in 29-year-old Chantrell Murdock's background should lead to more conversations about mental illness and guns, and court records show why. In January 2023, Murdock's mother brought him to the ER over mental health concerns. During that time, Murdock physically and verbally assaulted staff and required physical restraints and emergency medications. He indicated he was scared of himself and didn't want to harm anyone, but then stated he wanted to kill others. Court documents say he posed a risk due to mental illness and chemical dependency. There was a petition to civilly commit him, but the courts instead handed him a stay of commitment.
What that means is that the person has to basically abide by all the rules that the judge gives, as well as take his medication, go to counseling, go to therapy. And if after a period of time, in this case 6 months, he's done everything that was asked of him, the case is dismissed.
Murdock's case was dismissed in August of 2023. Criminal defense attorney Joe Tamburino, who is not affiliated with the case, says according to state law, Murdock's criminal record, which included a felony burglary charge, should have prevented him from owning a gun.
We have rules and regulations both on the state and federal level that talk about what we need to do about who can have guns, talk about the kind of mental health we need to have to possess firearms, or levels of intoxication. It is important that we recognize these flags.
Reg Chapman, WCCO News.
Minnesota's red flag law went into effect January of this year, months after Murdock was taken to the ER. The new law allows family members, law enforcement, and prosecutors to file a court petition to keep someone from buying or keeping a firearm during a period of crisis.